Good morning, children. Today we'll start with a new story under the banyan tree. Banyan tree is banana tree, and this story is written by R.K. Narayan. He's an Indian writer, but his writings does not depict the pop means he was not very popular in India because he used to his novels are mostly in a Western form. Okay, now though he is a very famous writer because he writes the story, his way of entertaining the readers is very amusing. Okay, he writes the story in a very simple way and in without any caring about any artistic principles. Okay, and his very famous work is The Guide and The Bachelor of Arts. Okay, and he's a storyteller first and last. He tells story about Indian people and then follows Indian tradition of the storytelling. See, his novels are basically episodic and loose in construction. He was not a successful person in terms of writing a novels, and he writes a very straightforward stories in a chronological order. Now in this story, under the banyan tree, we have got one protagonist of the story, that is the main character of the story, whose name is Nambi. Okay, now Nambi is a character. He is a villager, and what was his work? He used to entertain people by telling them very descriptive and impressive stories. वो खाली लोगों को, अपने गांव के लोगों को सिर्फ स्टोरीज से इम्प्रेस करता था. ओके, लुक एट द बोर्ड. ऑन द नाइट्स ही हैड अ स्टोरी टू टेल. नाउ नंबी हैज़ वन स्टोरी टू टेल every night. He lit a small lamp and placed it in a niche in the trunk of a banyan tree. Now, what is a niche in the trunk of a banyan tree? One hole is there in a banyan tree. Okay, एक होल होता है banyan tree में, गड्ढा जैसे होता है होल banyan tree के अंदर, उसमें वो लैम्प रख देता था. He used to lit a small lamp and keep it in the niche in the trunk of a banyan tree. Villagers, as they returned home in the evening, saw this, went home and said to their wives, "Now hurry up with the dinner. The storyteller is calling us." Now the villagers, as they used to return back to their home, while returning back to their home, what did they see? They used to see a small light in the hole of a banyan tree. What did they used to go tell their wives after returning home? That please serve us the dinner fast. We have a storyteller waiting for us who will narrate stories to us. As the moon crept means as the night was coming. Okay, as the night was advancing, then the moon crept up behind the hillock. Now what happened? The moon, it went at the back of the behind the hillock. Then what happened? All the villagers, like the men, women and children, gathered under the banyan tree. Now all of them, they used to come and sit under the banyan tree. The storyteller would not appear yet. Now the people have gathered, but Nambi, who is known as the storyteller, has not come out till now. He would be sitting in the scantum before the goddess. He would sit in the scantum. Now what is the meaning of scantum? He would sit inside the temple. Scantum is temple. Sit inside the temple before the image of goddess. कोई गॉड की फोटो के आगे वो टेम्पल के अंदर बैठा रहता था. With his eyes shut in deep meditation. He used to keep his eyes shut as if he is doing a deep meditation before telling his stories. This all he used to do for the villagers. He sat thus as long as he liked, and when he came out with his forehead ablaze with ash and vermilion, he took a seat on a stone platform in front of the temple. Now what he used to do after completing his meditation, he would pose in a deep meditation and he remained in that same position as long as he thought necessary to impress the villagers. And when after completing his meditation he used to come out, there he used to put an ash and vermilion. वर्मिलियन मीन्स रेड कलर का जो पाउडर होता है जो हम लोग टीका या सिंदूर के फॉर्म में लगाते हैं, दैट रेड कलर पाउडर इज नोन एज वर्मिलियन. ही यूज टू पुट दैट वर्मिलियन एंड ऐश. ऐश मतलब राख होती है, वो दोनों चीज़ अपने माथे पे लगा के आता था. He took his seat on a stone. He used to sit on a stone platform in front of the temple to tell the stories. Okay, we'll continue with the story next day. Thank you.